Hey, welcome you guys. Today we're going to talk about Stockholm Syndrome, what it is. I'm not no doctor. I'm not trying to diagnose anybody by any chance, any means, but we're going to talk about Diddy and his victims. I'm wondering if they maybe had Stockholm Syndrome, you guys. Like I said, this is all, alleged from the lawsuits and the victims like Cassie and other victims that have come forward on with Diddy on all these accusations. But I wanted to share with you guys what Stockholm Syndrome is for those of you who do not know what Stockholm Syndrome is. So Stockholm Syndrome is a psychological reaction that can occur in victims and hostage takers or in victims of abusive relationships or childhood cases. It's an unconscious response to trauma that can involve a psychological bond with the abuser or the captor. So I'm just wondering, like, with the accusations, and this is all alleged from what we've seen, did like Cassie, Kim Porter, Gina, all of the accusers that Diddy has that have came forward, did they suffer from Stockholm Syndrome? Like I said, I'm not no doctor. I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm just trying to figure out, is this the reason why they kind of stayed in the situation? Maybe a part of it, because being that they were essayed and you know you know DV'd by P Diddy allegedly, you guys. Is this a reason why they maybe have stayed in the relationship with him? Besides being probably scared and being probably threatened too, I'm just saying, these are just my thoughts. Being threatened by him to stay, with him. But I just wonder, just things come to mind as far as when somebody is abused, DV'd by their abuser or captor, if they are scared to escape. They're continuing to stay in the relationship and staying with that person out of fear. And maybe because who knows, the thoughts of being SA and DV'd, of course it's wrong, but being that they're victims, maybe they're scared to escape, or the narcissist, because there are a lot of narcissists that have done this to victims. So I'm wondering, like I said, if these victims have Stockholm Syndrome. Welcome in, you guys. Thank you, guys. We got 13 people in the building. You guys, I'm just trying to figure out. I was just learning, not learning, I'm sorry. I was just reading up on Stockholm Syndrome and, you know, the things that. Hey, Heather, I am a lot older than I probably look. I am a lot older than I probably look. But, what is this on your head? That's my headband. It's my headband. So, yeah, you guys, I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, let me know what y'all thoughts are, y'all opinions are. But I was just looking up, like I said, what Stockholm Syndrome is. And it's basically like a psychological reaction that occurs in victims and hostage takers or in victims of abusive relationships. And I don't know, but I think that a lot of victims of traumatic situations do suffer from this because they are, they feel like either they can't escape, either or their captor or abuser was like narcissistic and they broke them down. But I'm just trying to think that, because a lot of times this happens and people really don't know what it's called. I have a close friend that went through a situation like this, and I thought that you know, after finding out what Stockholm Syndrome was, I think that, you know, they do suffer from it. You know, I just, that's just my opinion, but they suffer from that because they know that, of course, being SADV'd and, you know, abused is wrong, but they still continue to stay for whatever reason. Because, like I said, they may be scared or, you know, something, you know, they may be, you know, threatened by that person, but, you know, I don't know. My mom was a narcissist. Oh, Ada, wow. Your mom was a narcissist? Oh, wow. Wow. I wasn't just asked that was what that was. Wait, I wasn't just asked what that was, Maloof. Oh, okay. Yeah, and it's hard whenever you have you whenever you're dealing with a narcissist, you guys. It's hard. It is hard. Hey, Mason, how are you? I think it's Mason. Welcome, welcome, you guys. But yeah, it's hard when you with any narcissist because there's female narcissists like Ada. You said your mom was a narcissist. I mean, there's women narcissists just as well as there are men narcissists. I've ran into women narcissists as well. You know, they are not, I mean, either women or men, they just really, I mean, they are just awful people. And that's just me, you know. I mean, I'm talking about like, I mean, look at P. Diddy. I mean, look how bad he was. He was like, allegedly, you guys, I mean, he was, I mean, beating people up, threatening people, murking people, allegedly. I mean, they said that he has, you know, dealings with, you know, of course, Kim Porter's murking, Tupac's murking, Biggie's murking, and a whole lot of other people's murking. It's like, you know, he wants what he wants when he wants it, and if somebody, you know, somebody makes him mad or to the point where he wants to, you know, get rid of him, you know, it's like I don't know if he has a team or something, I don't know, but it's just like they disappear for some reason. But narcissists, they're awful. I mean, they are just horrible people. And I had, like I said, I had a friend who her P. Diddy just thought he was untouchable. Yes, Robert. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. He thought he was untouchable because he was a billionaire. He was paying people off. He was, you know, getting rid of people, you know, murking them, you know, going up there, beating people up. I heard that I ran across a video that said that he went to one of the, I think it was like not a recording studio or label or something, and he went in there and he just like beat up the one of the guys in there, and I was like, oh my goodness. And then another one that was recent, I think I heard yesterday, was he slammed somebody, you know, like beat somebody with a chair or something. And I'm like, he is just awful. But you know, let me see. Ada says, yeah, I haven't talked to her in 14 years. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But you have to separate yourself, Ada. You do. You have to separate yourself from those type of people. Whether it's your mom, sister, brother, dad, friend, co-workers, boss, or whatever, you just have to know how to feed people with the long handle spoon, especially when they're narcissists, you know. Do you know who Alex Foy is? No, I don't, Chase. I don't know who that is. Shout out to Xander. Okay, Chase. No, I don't know who that is. Xander, do you want to fill us in on who that is? I don't know who that is. But yeah, with P. Diddy, I think that for a couple of things with P. Diddy, he was a billionaire. He was narcissistic, and he was paying people off. You know, it was like if he didn't get his way, he knew that he can go and cut you off. He knew he knew that he can, you know, handle you in a way that nobody else could because he was a billionaire. A narcissist, Mion, a narcissist. I'm surprised you haven't heard of a narcissist. Wow, but a narcissist is just a person who doesn't really have feelings. They don't care about nobody else. They treat people in the utmost disrespectful way, in my opinion. They have no feelings. They have no regard or no respect for nobody. It's okay, Melanie. You're fine. But yeah, narcissists are just nasty people. They always snap. They always have an attitude. They're controlling. They try to isolate you. And this can be anybody. It could be your mom, your dad, your 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 husbands, your wives, your teachers, co-workers, your supervisors, just anybody. It's just the type of behaviors that you have to really, really watch out for. Because I mean, when you're not doing nothing to anybody, and you know you're maybe you are friends, and then they just come off snapping at you, you're like, I didn't do anything to you. You know, I'm just asking like, hey, how you doing? The next thing you know, they're going off on you. Those are signs of narcissistic behavior. They have no remorse for their actions. Exactly, Robert. None. I'm just, and I keep on using P. Diddy because it's a hot topic right now, you guys, allegedly. But I'm not even gonna say allegedly, because if you guys seen that tape with Cassie where he kicked Cassie like she was a football, like he was trying to make a field goal, those are the type of people who are narcissists. I mean, who kicks a person like that? Anything, a person, an animal, I mean anything, a wall, a car. Who kicks something or somebody like that? That's to me, that's narcissistic behavior. And throwing glass at her, just I can imagine, you guys, what happened behind closed doors just by seeing that little bit that I seen with Cassie in that video. But my thing is like I said, he was a billionaire. He was felt like he was untouchable. He could talk to people crazy. He can he can, you know, threaten people. He can scare people, you know. I mean, he just did the most for over 30 years. And I made a clip, you guys can go see it in my videos. You know, what if P. Diddy dated Lorena Bobbitt back then? Would he be acting the way he's acting today? Would she have probably stopped him from doing as much as he probably it was doing and has done? Like, I wonder, you know, I just wonder, because his victims, from what I seen, what I, you know, all the videos and all everything that I've heard, I haven't heard much of them like really fighting back. And I'm not condoning it, but just trying to for them to, you know, defend themselves. I don't think, maybe I think Kim Porter was a little bit, I think she kind of stood her ground a little bit, I believe. But the others, I wonder if they ever try to defend themselves, like, you know. But like I said, he was, I mean, the way he was, I mean, talking to them and treating them, you know, they probably felt really scared. And, you know, narcissists, they will break a person down, you know, they will break you all the way down. Just call me Mario. Okay, Mario. Okay. Yeah, so I'm with my boyfriend and he's listening, and he says his ex was, yes, I'm telling you, narcissists, they will just go off the handle. You be like, hey, good morning, how you doing? You know, Jenny, and then they just like, you're like, oh my goodness, like, where is this coming from? I'm just telling you, you know, hey, how are you? Because the women, I've run into some awful women narcissists too. Ada, you know, when it comes to, you know, yeah, the women, like I said, women and men, I didn't see a lot from both, you know, angles. But I had, like I said, my friend, she had, my good friend, she had, you know, a narcissistic relationship. And the bad thing about it is, not only was he like traumatizing her and doing all kind of things to her, but the sad thing is that she had a child from the relationship. And it was like she had to deal with him for a little bit longer before she was able to kind of, you know, have to go to court and, you know, get everything situated and get him, you know, basically out of her life. But they won't stop either. They won't leave you alone. You try to get rid of a narcissist, they coming to stalk you. They coming to follow you. If they're not following you, they have somebody else following you. They will be on you until they feel like, until they either try to get rid of you by murking you like P. Diddy, or until they, you know, until they can't probably find you, unless you escape or try to leave and try to relocate. But they will keep on coming from you. They just, what they want is what they want when they want it, how they want it. They want to try to control everything, the whole everything in your life, from friends, who you're talking to, I mean, literally everything. Everything. They want to listen to conversations that you're having. They want to know, what you're doing whenever you go out. You try to go out, they want to call you 100 million times. It's like you can't even enjoy yourself. You can't enjoy, hey, I'm going out with, I'm having a girls' night out. They call in 100 million times. It's like, I can't even go out the house for 5 minutes without him or her trying to call me a million times, and I just been gone 5 or 10 minutes, But that's what they do, you guys. They just, I mean, just from seeing that, like I said, with my friend, I mean, she couldn't get, a free breath in otherwise with dealing with the narcissist that she had, and it was terrible. I was like, I don't know how you know, dealt with this for all these years. And then on top of that, it was like he would torment her son, and her mom. And, that's what they do. They torment you, your family, your friends. And it's awful. It is so awful, y'all. It's awful. But yeah, that's what I'm wondering too with Stockholm Syndrome. I'm wondering if, with what I've heard, this is all alleged, but with the P. Diddy thing, if, they say Usher went to P. Diddy, his Puffy camp, allegedly, supposedly, from what I hear. Usher did a video, an interview with, I forget the guy's name. I forget his name, but Usher did a video an interview with this guy, with Howard Stern, and he was like, "Would you send your child to Puffy camp?" And Usher was like, "Oh no," and because Usher said he's seen a lot of things. He was like young, very young, early teenager, and the situations that Puffy put him in. There was things that at a young age that he shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have seen that early. If you guys know what I mean. Hey, Foy, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So Usher, when he was a P. Diddy at a young age, he's seen a lot of things. He's seen a lot of things that he shouldn't have seen at a young age. And, you know, I mean, I don't know how he ended up with him. I just know his mom was his mom allowed Usher to go with Puffy. And for some reason, I'm still trying to figure out why he would, why Usher's mom would let him go with Puffy at a young age. That's just me, you guys. I mean, I wouldn't let my child go with somebody I don't know, signing them over, and you saying you want to make a record deal, you want to make my child famous, all that, la-di-di-la-di-da. But my thing is, like, how kids go to like soccer practice or track or music lessons or singing lessons or play football, baseball, whatever sport. They go there, you drop the kids off. Sometimes parents stay, and sometimes parents will go home and come back or whatever. But that's what I would have did. I would have did that. I would have been like, I'm gonna drop my child off at the studio, but I'm gonna be there with my child. I'm not gonna allow nobody to go and just stay with that person and like live with that person. I'm not about to do that. I just that don't sit well with me. I mean, everybody's different now, you guys, but I'm not about to. I don't, that doesn't sit well with me. Like, I believe that if you're trying to make my child famous, you should have a studio that is open like 8 to 5 or whatever, and the parent needs to go with that child to the studio. Like, I wouldn't allow my child to go drop them off and then just be like, okay, I'll be back in 2-3 hours or whatever. Like, not, I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. That's just me, you guys. Now, I mean, everybody's different, but you can't trust like a lot of, you can't trust people. They will sell you a dream, and the next thing you know, you're in a nightmare, you know. But I mean, you got to ask questions, you know, like how long, you know, it's going to take for my child to make a a record deal, you know, from all the singing. How long is it going to take? Because me coming and dropping my child off, you know, every whatever, you know, just how long is it going to take, you know? It doesn't require me dropping my child off to you for a long period of time, like months at a time or years at a time, for you to, you know, make my child, you know, get my child a record deal to practice, sing, get the vocals under control, and, you know, this, that, and the third. But my thing is, like, I wouldn't trust that. But some people are naive to the fact. But, you know, I know back then, like when I was growing up, you know, my mother was like, you know, me and my little sisters, brothers, whatever, we walking, we going here, going there. She always tell us to, you know, look out for each other. You know, y'all stick together, you know. But nowadays, you know, it's just different, you know. It's really, really different. And sometimes, you know, I mean, just thinking back then, you can go ahead and go. Just thinking back then, sorry guys, it's okay. Just thinking back then, you guys, like I was like, you know, back then, you know, parents more protected their daughters. Like, you know, they wanted their daughters to, you know, make sure. Yes. Sorry, your milk is downstairs. All right. So she, you know, back then, a lot of the times, parents would always be more concerned about the girls. But now it's like you got to be concerned about the girls and the boys, you know. It's just like, you know, they are little boys getting essayed and DV'd just as much as the little girls are getting DV'd and essayed. I'm just saying, you know, it's just a thing that is, I mean, going on in these 2000s, I guess, you know. And another thing, you guys, I don't know if you guys seen this, but I was watching, you know, another, you know, YouTube channel, and there was a neighbor, and he was saying that, and this is all alleged, you guys, you know, I'm just going off of what video I seen, but the neighbor, he was like scream, like not screaming, but, you know, kind of, you know, talking. Everybody was recording. I believe this was when when they um when they did the busting, you know, when they went to his house. And the neighbor was saying that P. Diddy's house over there, it gets wild. He was like, he was saying that he brings, I guess, underage children over, and he said it's so wild. He said sometimes his basketball, when he would be outside playing basketball, would go over in, I guess, Diddy's on his property, and he said I wouldn't even go over there and knock on the door. And he just said there would be busloads of, you know, I don't know, kids under, what it sound like, underage kids coming at like 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild over there. But y'all gotta check it out. And once I get, I'm a new, you know, new here on YouTube, but once I get like more set up, I will probably see if I can go ahead and share that video with you guys, because that was really, really wild. Unless I can probably, hold on, you guys, maybe let me connect and see. Let me turn my TV on, because you guys have to see this video. It is like, it is, yeah, it is crazy. He was saying that, I'm just gonna turn on the video. If you guys can give me a second. I have to turn on my TV because I haven't got set up all the way on this YouTube stuff. But give me a second. Hold on, just a second. Because I want you guys to hear, because I don't want to, like, I don't want to be, I don't want to get any strikes on YouTube, of course, but with this P. Diddy stuff, there's so much stuff going on, you guys. It's just like kind of, it's a little crazy. But I do want to show you guys this because I ran across this the other day, and it was just, it was like, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, the neighbor is saying this about him, but it was a lot. I was like, this is like way, like, too much. But I mean, just from what everybody's saying, and you know, all the situations that's going on, it's just crazy. But hold on, let me try to find it, you guys. Let me search. Let me see. Because I could not believe it. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, you guys, it's crazy. Okay, let's see. Let me see.
But with the lot say, I spoke to the lot. Yeah, I told the lot.
Let me see. Let me see. Put in. Let me see. I think it was. Oh, there it goes. I think. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me see. Goodness, I can't remember. Let me see. No, it was like. I'm gonna have to find it, you guys. Hold on, just a second. Give me like a few seconds, cause I'm like, there's like, oh, hold on, so much. Like, okay, maybe, okay, here it is, you guys. I found it. You guys, hold on. You guys are gonna be like, this is wild. This is. Hold on, you guys. Let me move over here to my TV, because, like I said, I haven't got set up all the way on YouTube, but I do want to show y'all this, and it is crazy, cause I was like, whoa. Okay, hold on just a second. I'm just gonna, hold on. Let me turn my camera around. Okay. So this is the video. So hold on, I'm just gonna play it and y'all watch.
Diddy's illegal relationship with the singer Usher when he was just a kid. And things were so bad that Usher had to go to the hospital after all the abuse that Diddy put him through.
Listen.
I live right next to him. You do too much. You be like, big ass pussy. You see all types of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm in favor. When our basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the ball.
Diddy's.
I'm gonna rewind it again, you guys, so y'all can see. Hold on just a second.
New York.
I'm gonna turn it up too so y'all can hear it.
Has talked about Diddy's illegal relationship.
This is Celeb's Lounge. Shout out to Celeb Lounge.
So bad that Usher had to go to the hospital after all the abuse that Diddy put him through.
Yeah, tell him stop bringing all the minors over here right at night. I live right next to him. You do too much. You be like, big ass pussy. You can see all types of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm in favor. When our basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the ball.
Hold on, you guys. Gotta rewind it again. It is crazy what he says. If y'all listen.
And things were so bad that Usher had to go to the hospital after all the abuse that Diddy put him through.
Yeah, tell him stop bringing all the minors over here right at night. I live right next to him. You do too much. You be like, big ass pussy. You can see all types of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm in favor. When our basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the ball.
Diddy's neighbors have also come out with their own set of allegations.
So y'all, that was like kind of crazy, kind of wild. But when I seen that, I was like, eee. And that was like crazy. But shout out to Celeb Lounge. They're the ones I was watching, and I seen it. And when he said, the neighbor said, you know, he be doing too much, and he said, especially at 3 o'clock in the morning, he said it gets wild over there at Diddy's house. But I don't know, that's just what the neighbor said. You know, I seen it on Celeb Lounge on YouTube. So it was crazy. But he said some other stuff if you guys listen too. But you guys have to go, if y'all go to Celeb Lounge, and it's the Nick Cannon exposes Diddy and Jay-Z. That video is where you'll find it at. So y'all check it out. But, you know, like I said, Stockholm Syndrome is something, and I don't know if, you know, I'm not trying to diagnose anybody, but just reading the definition on Google what Stockholm Syndrome is, and it just kind of I was wondering if that was, you know, something that applied to Usher because he was so young at the time P. Diddy invited him over. But if you guys will like my video, and I will continue to bring you guys content. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.